morning, everybody. We love hearing from you. And this morning, we're checking in and asking you a very simple question, but such an important one, which is, how are you doing? We're going to take your phone calls and your emails.
Yeah, calls. The number, of course, is 1-866-267-3797. Feedback at breakfasttelevision.ca is how you email us. And we'll start with a phone call. This one coming from Angela. Angela, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank God.
And that's the important question, is to check in and ask, how are you doing? So how do you cope day in and day out, Angela?
Well, first of all, I am very spiritual, and my strength comes from that. However, I love the community. I have a group at our church with seniors, and I keep in touch with them because many of them are either widows or they live alone like me. And I enjoy talking to people.
Mm-hmm. And that's so important. I was reading an article that, you know, it's mental health, it's physical, so things like moving, which lift up your endorphins, and staying social, even while physically distant, is so important to either FaceTime or call, as you're doing today, to really help us stay as healthy and well-balanced as possible. So thank you so much, Angela, for taking time to share with us today. Stay well.
You too. God bless you both.
You too.
Thank you. Take care.
Amanda writes in, she says, with all that's going on, I feel like breaking down and crying. Globally, we as a human race are going through such a hard time with COVID-19, but adding on other hard things people are going through makes me sad. Having a network of people to talk makes me feel better. Working at a call center, I always ask the customers calling in how they're doing, and I always answer my calls with a very upbeat, happy, energetic voice, and I get comments from the customers saying that they like hearing from a person like me who is happy and perky, and that always makes my day. My philosophy right now is to greet each day with a smile and pass that smile onto other people. Amanda, that's so well said, and it's these little things that can make a difference.
You know, I was talking to some people over the weekend. You know, we're talking about the lows and the highs, and, you know, we did the Heroes of COVID special, and I said to people, you know, if you didn't get recognized during this time, we still see you. No matter how small or large your contribution is, it's so important to do that in your community, whether it's a community of hundreds or millions. You know, continue to do that, and please continue to do what you're doing, because something like that, it helps people. You know, she answers the call with a smile on her face and is happy about it. It goes so far, and she's obviously getting the messages from people. We're going to take more calls right now. We'll go to Jules on the phone. Good morning, Jules.
Morning, Jules.
Hi, how are you?
We're well. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I just wanted to say a really big thank you to all of you at Breakfast Television for doing what you're doing for everybody every single day, because I can only imagine how difficult it is to come into work, to have to practice social distancing, to have to deliver such horrible news and still maintain a smile on your face and try and keep everybody's spirits up. So thank you so much to everybody at Breakfast Television.
Jules, you're the reason. It's people like you. It's hearing your voice. It's sharing. It's as therapeutic for us. I can speak for all of us here as it is for you to be able to engage and be here with one another and talk through this day after day, because we will get through this. Some days are a lot harder than others. Some days the news is a lot harder to swallow than others. But by talking and being there for one another and sharing and loving and being as good and kind as we can be is what's going to get us through. So love to you, Jules, and stay well. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys too. And just to all the viewers out there, just to remember, every day we have so much to be grateful for, and to focus on the things that we do have control in our lives, because this is what's going to get us through on a daily basis. So thank you so much.
Amen. Thank you, Jules. Love to you. Marianne writes in. She says, I cry at least once a day over the sadness of this. Others are doing the same, so I think I'm okay. Yes, you are, Marianne. My husband and I are trying to do yoga and walk daily. Getting outside helps. Talking over the phone helps me. Most of all, I miss my kids and granddaughters. I want to hug them. I watch most of BT till 10 a.m. Thank you, Marianne. She says, you're all doing a great job. Thank you. And stay safe. And again, it really is a two-way street. This has been as much of a blessing and keeps us sane to be here every day and share with you at this time.
Yeah, we do what we love, and being here, you know, we all got in this, you know, for certain reasons. Mine was I wanted to make people smile.
Same.
And if we're able to do that through some of the darkness, then, you know, that makes our days so much better and brighter
to connect.
as well. Yeah.
It's therapy for us too,
is, right?
to talk it out. It's so healthy.
Go back to the phone, and is it Petya? Am I saying that right?
Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Did we say that right? How
is
do you
it
say
Petya?
Yes, it's Petya.
Oh, perfect.
Petya, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you guys for doing all that you do. I am here home with a little girl who is my inspiration.
Okay.
And I think it's just so, so important, especially all the people watching with little kids. For me, she is the reason why I stay strong.
Yeah. How old is she? I can hear that you're so emotional even talking about her. How old is she?
Totally. She's 2.5, and I feel like we've been doing this for a couple of years already, even before the pandemic.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just so important every single day to remind myself why I'm here. So the way that I have gotten to do that is through connecting with my own body, with my own emotion. And even though it sounds like I'm emotional now, it's actually excitement that is coming through. But what really helps us is for me to be able to stay strong and solid. And you might laugh at this, but some days when it's difficult out there, the thing that grounds me and anchors me is feeling a floor underneath my feet and asking myself a question, what's real for me right now? What's real for me right now? And it's always right now. Always. It's right now. And if I can anchor into that truth moment by moment, that helps me. And I know that helps her too because she loves to play the ukulele. She loves to sing. And so I can tell that she's not picking up all the fear that she could be picking up if I'm not able to ground it for myself. And it's tough. And you guys honestly make it so joyful in the morning because it's a ritual to listen to BT from 8 until 9 and to, get the news. We call it the weather. Hey, Frankie. We call it the weather, not the news. But it's something that it's just so, so precious. So moment to moment, if I can say anything to any parent out there, it's moment to moment is key because they feel everything.
Well said. And children are so resilient and they are sponges. And you're an incredible rock, Petya. Thank you so much for sharing that. Right now, we actually have another email from Sandra. She says, I work at Nordstrom Yorkdale Mall. I really miss my job and my friends at work. I am just home respecting all the rules during this hard time, and I really want my life back. I have to be very strong to support my family, and especially my son, Eugenio. Be safe, everybody. Love, Sandra. And I think a lot of people feel the same. They just can't wait to get back to the jobs or whatever it is that they love to do, whether it's school or whether it's, volunteering. They just want to get back at it, and we will. We just we have to take it one day at a time. This is a temporary period of time.
We do, and everybody says, we want to get back to that normal. Well, eventually, we will get there. And we've got one last call. This is coming from Robin. Good morning. Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin. Good morning. You're live on the line.
Good morning.
There you are.
Hi, I zoned out.
That's
zoned
okay.
out for a minute.
That's okay.
How are you, Robin?
I'm good. I'm looking at you on breakfast television, and I have it on mute, and I forgot that I was on the phone.
You're like, wait, that's me. That's my name. So how are you handling and coping? Because it's been week after week now. A lot of people having cabin fever, feeling, different ways. And then you have beautiful concerts like we saw on Saturday, and then terrible news coming out of the East Coast yesterday. So how are you managing and coping day to day?
I'm trying to be very careful. The news yesterday just blew my mind. Like, who in their right minds, would do that, at this time or any other time? But I just wanted to say that I'm staying strong. I try to get out probably for about a half an hour every day just to get out of the house and stuff. Yeah. But I find you guys are an inspiration in the mornings. I watch you every morning, and I just love you guys.
Oh, thank you.
We don't even know how to take that.
We're looking at each other because we're like, we want y'all to be better. We want you guys to feel good about what's going on, and it's about you. It's definitely not about us right now. So, but thank you for saying that. It means a lot.
Thanks, Robin. You give us purpose.
Well, it's about all of us, though. That's the thing. If you guys couldn't broadcast in the mornings and stuff like that and go on the air without falling apart.
And we all have our moments, right? We're only human. We have our good cry. Sometimes it's during commercial breaks. Sometimes it's on air. But that's okay. That's a part of life.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. With the sigh. It's like it's all the feelings. And it's so important to talk about it because I think that's how we work through it. That's why we have to rely. We're social beings in general, right? That's what we're meant to be here for, is for one another and to lift each other up in downtime. Sometimes we're the rock, sometimes we need a rock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much for sharing, Robin. Stay well and enjoy.
Yeah, you too.
Enjoy your
fresh
walk
air.
today. Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you
to
for
everybody
calling.
thank you to everybody for calling in and for your emails again as well. We got more Breakfast Television Canada coming up.